I want to see you win a Heisman Trophy, right?
Yes,
but I want to see you have a 20-year NFL career if you want that.
What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Travis Center Show. We got Boog back in the building, On today's episode, we're going to recap the last game. You know how that go against Kansas State. Check out our latest headlines and speak with RG3. Stay tuned, man. Let's go. We know we should have won that, man. But we dropped like flies during that game.
Man.
Jimmy got hurt first. I got hurt. Omarion got hurt. Then Timmons got hurt. And Will got hurt. So there's 5 of our receivers down. But we still found a way to fight the adversity. The last call was controversial. I don't know what happened. The refs, they called the flag on us on their touchdown for doing the same thing that they did us. But at the end of the day, you can't beat the refs and play football too. So can't leave it up in the refs' hands. That's our fault. So we just got to take that one on the chin. Work to be 1-0 this week. Hopefully we can get some guys back healthy and we get to working.
Definitely, man. That was rough, man, watching everybody go down like that. Shout out to Omari. I think he had surgery this morning, man. So, praying for him.
Surgery this morning, yeah. He going to be straight.
Yeah. Speaking of that, man, how you feeling, man? I know the world want to know, man. Everybody, look, I literally, I haven't answered my phone since Saturday, and I literally can show you 50 messages. How's Travis? How's Travis? Then somebody call, hey, man, I'm going to call y'all back. I've been saying, I'm going to let you answer that for yourself, man.
Nah, man, we ain't gonna speak on that until they see me this Saturday, bro. They'll figure it out.
Oh, they'll see what's going on.
Yeah, they'll see what's going on, man.
I caught that. I see what you did there.
They'll see it this Saturday, bro. But yeah, it ain't really too much, man. We should have won that game, but hey, we focus on the next week now. That game behind us, let's go 1-0 next week. Well, this week coming up, so.
Oh yeah,
gotta continue to go.
You get punched in the mouth, you got to fight back, On to the next fight. Let's get it.
The overall vibe of the team, man, we know we just got to keep working, bro. We went in the locker room, bro, it was dead silence. Every day we go in the locker room, it's dead silence like somebody done passed away or something. So we know we got to keep working, man. They got to head down. We in ground mode, man. Ain't nothing going to stop us. Ain't no loss going to stop us. We know we just got to keep working. So, the vibe, bro, we just going to keep our head down and keep going. Got to go 1-0, like I say every week. Our goal is to go 1-0 every week, so. We know we got to keep going, keep working. Practice this week's going to be crazy. Everybody's going to be going 100%. That's pretty much it.
No, that's how you respond to adversity, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody's good when everything's good. When things don't go your way, that's when you find out who men really are. And I think we understand that we got a team full of men. And at the end of the day, they're going to step up and rise to the challenge.
All right, now it's time to please welcome Heisman Trophy winner, college football and NFL analyst Robert Griffin III to the show. We got a couple questions for you,
Okay.
My first question is, what do you remember the most about your Heisman season?
Man, first I want to say congrats on the show, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No, very excited for you and what all the new age athletes get to do. Nice to meet you, Boog.
Nice to meet you too, man.
But yeah, the Heisman season. The first thing that I remember is the end when they did the compilation video of all the fans celebrating. Because I felt like that meant something to the university. And when you go to a college, just like you probably when you went to Jackson State and now you're at Colorado, you want to leave a legacy. And to be able to do something somewhere where it had never been done before, I feel like me and my teammates can hold on to that forever. So that's what I remember the most about the season. Outside of, some of the crazier games that we had.
How did you maintain your focus during that time?
Yeah, it's not tough to maintain the focus, bro. It's more that anything can happen, right? Mm-hmm. So for you, this past game, getting hurt, not having an opportunity to finish the game, and you guys don't come on the right side of it. Mm-hmm. I had that happen to me multiple times throughout the year. I got a concussion against Texas Tech in 2011, and I only got to play half the game. Luckily, I had 3 touchdowns in the first half, and it was people didn't care. But we lost bad to Oklahoma State that year. We lost bad to Texas A&M that year. So, my encouragement to you would be don't let one game deter you from what your big time goals are. Obviously, you guys want to win the Big 12 championship, and that we actually won the Heisman at Baylor without winning the Big 12 championship. So it's not impossible. It's just more about staying focused and keep the main thing the main thing. The Heisman Trophy is not the main thing, right? Yes, it's just winning game by game, and that'll set you up to where you get to the end of the year, you have big time games on a national stage, and you'll be able to show the world just how great you are.
Yes, sir. I know, Boog. I know you got another question.
Yeah, man. So, like, what for you and from your perspective and being a winner, what makes a Heisman winner? Like, because a lot of people on the internet just think this or think that. Like, from you being that guy, what makes a Heisman? I need to hear from somebody who did this before, man.
But no, I appreciate that, because they got a lot of people talking crazy online, like, oh, this is what a Heisman is, but they ain't never won a Heisman,
right?
Yeah,
they ain't never won a Heisman. So at the end of the day, I think we can all agree over the past 5 years, there's been players who were the best player in college football that ultimately didn't win the Heisman. That doesn't dilute the Heisman Trophy. It's just to say maybe their team lost 7 games. I don't know, right? Maybe they didn't win a conference championship, or they weren't in the SEC.
I get that, but why does wins determine the Heisman winner at the same time?
It should,
because if you're the best player in college football and it's noticeable, everybody know that. I could be the best player on the college football team, and we could have a worse record. So, and I still put up the numbers. How is that not worthy of the Heisman Trophy? So I still don't understand that part of it.
I agree. I agree with you. I think you guys. I don't think we don't want this to happen now. Okay, we don't want this to happen.
No. I'm just saying.
You guys could lose 6 games, and if you were to go out there and average 100 yards a game, and you have 4, 5, 6, 7 interceptions on defense, and you still averaging over 100 plays, 100 snaps per game on both sides of the ball, you should win the Heisman. And the reason I don't think that has happened in the past, obviously, Travis, nobody's done what you've done, right? Nobody's doing what you're doing. So you're like a very special case. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I think maybe the best player in college football, regardless of record, hasn't won in the past is because there is like a certain traditional pageantry that goes with the award. 2011, Alabama with Trent Richardson, Stanford with Andrew Luck, Tyrann Mathieu with LSU, and Monty Ball with Wisconsin. Those are the guys that we were competing against at Baylor. All those guys came from mega traditional legacy programs. Right? You didn't have a guy there from Texas State or Liberty. There's a few years back, it was Incarnate Word had this quarterback, Lindsey Scott.
He went crazy that year.
Right? He went crazy. He threw for like 60 touchdowns. I'm shouting him out every single week, putting him in my Heisman list, and everybody's like, bro, he will never win the Heisman. I'm like, but why not? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's part of it. You got to realize who's voting. You know, like Michigan, like Charles Woodson, shout out to my guy, OG. I think Charles beat Peyton Manning that year. And Michigan's got the largest alumni base in the country. Like, I'm not saying anything is rigged, okay? I'm just saying that there's certain things that we have to fight against.
It's not in our favor.
It's not in our favor. So we got to go be even more special, especially when you're at a school like Colorado, which they're not expecting a ton from you guys.
Right. I get that.
And I look at that too, because I want to tap in on something too, RG. Man, because I'm very familiar with, just to let you know, man, I was born in Waco, Texas at Hillcrest High School. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Very familiar with your run, down at Baylor. At the time, I was coaching high school basketball, so I used to bring a lot of kids down to the Coach Drew and Coach Tang around that time, and a lot of our visits were to come watch you play on Saturdays. That when we always had to, we came in before preseason, during basketball preseason to come watch y'all play on Saturday. So I was really up close in person watching that run, and Isaiah Austin and all those guys on the basketball side that I was real close to. So I got to witness a lot of that history being made, and at the same time, like I'm like you were, like Baylor was kind of, Baylor wasn't, the Stanfords or the programs that you name, but you were just so head and shoulders, like greater than everybody else that year. Like you had to do more to get your respect. And then I look at Travs on his side, like you say, he's doing something that we've never seen done before. And I always say, man, he's a unicorn because we can say people who've done something similar, but not at this level, at the rate. Like to be, I tell you, it's hard to be the best cornerback on your team and the best receiver on your team, let alone be the best cornerback, best receiver in all of college football. Like that within itself is so unique. So even with that, it's like, man, like how do we even have a measuring stick for something like this if we've never seen it before? So sometimes people hate what they don't understand.
Oh, you preaching, Boog? Okay, first of all, I got to say this. Hey, Boog, you basically family. Okay, you mentioned Isaiah Austin, Jerome Tang, who's the head coach at K-State, Scott Drew. Listen, I stayed in the gym now. I was talking to Travis about him hooping the other day. Like, I stayed in the gym now. We was out there getting it done. But to get back on topic and to get to your question, whenever you have someone like Travis Hunter, who's a unicorn, and he's doing something that we've never seen done before, there's got to be a different set of rules for him. You know what I mean? So I feel like for Travis, I think it's huge that Shedeur is campaigning for Travis to win the Heisman.
That's really dope.
Because as a teammate, like that's rare. You know what I mean? But for Travis alone to be the best receiver and the best corner in the country, regardless of wins or losses, if he continues on the track that he has been, obviously get healthy, right?
Correct.
Then he should win the Heisman if he continues down that path. It's something we've never seen. It's something unprecedented. We can't have a traditional view of something when we have a guy doing non-traditional things.
Bingo.
So perfect to me.
And Boog, the other thing I would say that is when you got a guy like Ashton Jeanty, with what he's also doing, he ain't traditional either. This isn't just a guy that's running for a lot of yards. Right. Like he's on pace to break Barry Sanders' record. Like that's
impressive.
It's impressive, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Travis Hunter doing what he's doing is just different. And as long as he, stays healthy and gets to play the rest of the season, at this rate, I would then put Travis in front of Ashton at the end of the year if they both continue on the same track that they're on.
Yeah, Jeanty is different though. That boy breaks so many tackles. That's a good running back. That's a cold running back. I can't even lie. It's a cold running back, man. But I'm still like, if I touch the ball 30 times a game, my numbers will be out this roof. I'm not touching the ball that many times. I ain't touching the ball that many times, though.
Hey, Travis, why not? At this point, right? At this point, Coach, Coach, give me some more targets. Put me in there running back a little bit. Throw me some swing passes.
But, see, I'm a team player, though, so I want to see the other guys on the team like continue to contribute to the team. So I'm not stingy with the work, man. I just want us to go 1-0 each week. I'm a team player. I like to see other guys do good, too, so. Like when my receivers get down because they're not getting the ball, I tell them, hold on, your turn is coming. And sooner or later it comes and they come right to me and just praise me. I try to do the little things like block for them when I can, when it's time for me to block for them. Like Coach try to take me out on a place like that, but I'll be like, nah, Coach, I need that work.
Hey, I just saw you in this last game. Blocking for your boy. Okay.
Yeah, I had to wave up. I didn't think he seen me.
And you said, come here, man. No, go this way. No, that's dope. And that's what makes you special, man. I'm gonna be honest that we talked and had many conversations at this point. It's what makes you special. You're not a selfish player. You're a team player, and that's why your teammates celebrate you when you win.
And I do the same thing for them. It should be a Shedeur campaign going on right now too, because somebody got to throw me the ball. I'm not catching it. I'm not throwing it and catching it myself. So I try to tell people, man, he's out there throwing the ball. I mean, we have 5 receivers go down, but he still found a way to keep us in the game. So, hey, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, Shedeur, you need to start a campaign for him.
Bingo. Yeah, man. Okay, I want to shift a little bit, not too much, but like not just a question. Man, RG3, man, I want you to really talk to Travis on this one and guys in his position, similar positions. How did you handle being such a high draft pick and expectations that came with that? What would you give young fellas advice on that? How would you handle that?
Yeah, first and foremost, I would say don't change who you are, right? There's a little bit of this cloak of protection that's been removed from college athletes because of NIL and people being jealous of them making money, whereas that used to be reserved for the league. You know, got these guys making 20, 30, 40 million bucks. And some people don't like that. Well, now when you get to the NFL, if you think you're under scrutiny now, wait till you get to the league, right? They're going to try to start these narratives about you, your personality. You're a humble guy. Is he too humble, right? But if you're a confident guy, is he too confident? You know, like for me, my advice would be know who you are, right? The people that were there shooting with you in the gym, it's okay to bring them with you. You don't got to buy them a house, a car, some Louis Vuitton luggage, and pay all their bills. But it's okay to keep those people around you so that they can humanize you and never let you forget where you came from. So that would be my advice. It's still football, man. Yes, you go into a new city, new coach, new teammates, but you know why your teammates love you now? You know why they loved you at Jackson State? You know why they loved you in high school? Because you put in that work. All right. And when you get on the field, you make it happen. That's why they will love you in the league. I had 15 commercials my rookie year.
Dang.
It was crazy. I was
15.
Jason Kelsey, Travis Kelseying it up. All right. All the commercials.
15?
And nobody probably exaggerated, but you get the point.
Nah, still. That's 3 commercials.
Right? So
That's a lot of commercials.
I'm having a blast. And we were winning, right? We started the year 3-6, but we finished 10-6, won the division, you know, all types of records, rookie of the year, all this stuff. Nobody said anything about that. But the next year, we went 3-13. And it was a problem. I didn't have as many commercials that year, but I had a couple. Okay, I had a couple commercials. And then then it became a problem. Oh, maybe this guy's not focused as much on this. Oh, maybe he's not as focused on that. And my thought was, well, the only thing that changed was the winning on the field. The work ethic didn't change. The teammate that I was didn't change. How many hours I put in went up, you know? So in the league, they treat you based upon your record. If you winning, it's all Gucci. If you losing, it ain't. And luckily for you, Travis, you don't play quarterback, so wins and losses, they don't really judge you by that, right?
Stop it. They definitely do.
No.
They judging us about it. They judging Colorado about it. Oh my God, yeah.
No, that's different. That's different. But if you go play for the Denver Broncos, right? And y'all lose 10 games, but you have 10 interceptions, you're going to be an all-pro. You're going to be at the Pro Bowl. You're going to be in running to make $30, $40 million a year. But if you go to the Broncos and you play quarterback and y'all lose 10 games, they're trying to replace you.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So for you, I just don't forget who you are, bro. When I met you for the first time and like we had a real long conversation last week, the one thing that me, my wife, and everybody in the room walked away with was Travis Hunter is a good dude. Like you're a good dude, and don't ever lose sight of that. Don't let people trying to make you something that you are not be who you become. That would be my advice.
Got you. Hey, that's deep. We needed that. All the little kids out there and all the people that's getting drafted next year. That's a great point. That's great advice to listen to, man. Because sometimes we get in our own head, and sometimes the people that's in our corner will like to get in our head too. So make sure you stay focused and don't lose sight of yourself.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
All right. I got a question though, because I'm a fisherman outside of playing football. I'm like professional, I would say. But like, what was your off the field habits like? Like, what did you do? Well, hobbies, not habits. Hobbies.
Yeah. So I like to hoop. Boog, you talk to Scott, Drew, Jerome, Tang. They'll let you know like I wasn't just in the gym watching. I was in that bad boy getting busy with it, okay?
They always say that.
So, like, I told him, I told Coach Drew that I would play for the team my senior year. I just never made it to my senior year. I went pro. But, like, for me, basketball was a sanctuary. So every offseason, I'd be the dude at the Y. In college, I was always in the gym with the basketball team. That was my safe place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I could run up and down the court and play 10 games if I needed to. It kept me in shape, but it also just mentally, like cross training. The agility it takes to play basketball versus playing quarterback is completely different. But that's me. I'm a basketball, ping pong, table tennis. I'm nice. Hey, I'm nice
you and
now.
Coach Tang ever had any battle? Coach Tang love ping pong.
I could get in there with Coach Tang, but ping pong is where I'm at. I was born in Japan. Okay, wow. So I'm Blackanese. All right, I'm Blackanese. So that's just what I do. But I'm a real chill, laid back dude. I love watching Netflix shows and movies, Hulu, Paramount Plus with wifey. I'm not unfortunately, I'm not the go to the strip club dude. That's just not me. Mm-hmm. It's not just in my personality.
This room? That's where I stay at.
I actually want to hang out with my wife. I actually like my wife. I love my wife. So that was for me. That's my getaway. My family. I got 4 daughters now. And in college, I don't remember the site name no more, but like you could Bud, you probably remember you could go online and you could get the unreleased songs early.
Yeah.
So I that's what I used to do. Please, somebody don't come arrest me or anything for pirating songs. But I used to just build playlists and listen to music. And I was a real introvert in that way. And
before after the LimeWire days.
This was right after LimeWire. So they had a couple spinoffs after LimeWire. I was on one of those spinoffs, unfortunately. Okay. It is what it is.
So we know your hidden talent is what? Table tennis, right?
Yep.
So ping pong. All right. That's your hidden talent. That's his hidden talent. Yeah, you're tripping, man.
Listen, man. Other than fishing, what's your other hidden talents, Travis?
I don't have no hidden talents, man. I just fish, video game, and probably dancing, but it's not hidden no more because I'm on TikTok. So
that's true.
That's true. Oh yeah, he can actually dance. So I ain't really got no hidden talent. They all know. They know. People know who I am at this point.
Okay.
Definitely want to grab your thoughts on the evolution of the quarterback position. Before you, during your time, you definitely transcended a lot of that. And then now what we seeing today, and then I'm even seeing even with the black quarterback, just going off another topic, we had the most black starting quarterbacks in the NFL probably ever. And I just seen they just put out a film I haven't got to check yet, which speaks on the black quarterback. So the position as a whole and those two, how would you view things from both of those perspectives, from the seat you sit in?
Yeah, man, that's deep. All right. So I'll try to keep it as quick as possible. Talked to Shedeur about this when we sat down with him for the podcast, out of pocket. And it used to be the case that the black quarterback was shunned, frowned upon, can't do it, not smart enough, can't play within structure. It was a lot of can'ts, right? Mm-hmm. And I probably said can't in that one sentence more than I've ever said in my life because I don't use that word. Mm-hmm. I don't use that word. But I find a way. This was difficult, but as a black quarterback, there's nothing we can't do. And a lot of people will say, well, that's old news. That was Doug Williams time. That was Randall Cunningham time. And it's no, but every time one of those guys popped up, it was Doug Williams is going to be the difference maker. But then they continued to say that we couldn't do it. Then Randall Cunningham popped up. Oh, he can't do it. Well, then Mike Vick pops up. Oh, he can't do it. Mm-hmm. Then you got Colin Kaepernick, myself, Russell Wilson, and we fighting these battles the whole time. Now you got Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Shedeur. You got Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams. And if you notice, all those guys that I mentioned are all black quarterbacks, but they're all a different shade of black.
Deep.
Okay? There is no one version of black that is better than the other. That's for the culture. But it also applies on the football field. Being a black quarterback is more than just about the color of your skin. It has morphed into a play style, right? Mm-hmm. To the point where you could say, well, damn, isn't Josh Allen a black quarterback? Isn't Aaron Rodgers a black quarterback? Did you see Joe Burrow? He had a 47-yard touchdown run.
Oh, we're getting it.
He was vanilla Vic out there. Okay,
he was getting it.
Is he not a black quarterback now? It's and I want people to understand when I say that, it's not to say that the color of their skin is black. It's they're all playing the style of game that we were told can't get it done at the NFL.
Can't get it done. Yep.
So for me, when I think about the evolution of the black quarterback, we went from nobody wants us to everybody wants to be like us. And that to me is beautiful because that's what the NFL looks at now. You got to be able to move. You got to be creative. You got to be able to make a play when no play is there.
Right.
And you got to be able to operate from the pocket. And that's the biggest myth about black quarterbacks. We have always been able to operate from the pocket. We just like to throw some stank on it every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that's dope you say that because I want to tap in on one thing that I don't think a lot of people understand too. And maybe if you ever, I don't know if you've had this conversation with Shedeur yet or if you ever will get a chance to.
Yep.
But man, Shedeur is one of the smartest, high IQ quarterbacks you will ever run across. I don't care what color or ethnicity or like one night I'm at like 1 a.m. He's going over film preparing for UCF and he's literally drawing plays in his own mind because he's going off of what they do, their instincts, everything. He's telling, look, I'm gonna hit him with this. I know this is gonna be open. I know they're gonna try to take this away. And then when I look and I see the linebacker do this when the safety drop, he's just going through it. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, nah, I see where you're at with it. And I don't think he gets enough love and enough appreciation for how well he understands the game and plays it from that position. When he gets to the line, he understands like, man, I know I'm probably about to get killed. You know, somebody's about to hit me, but I'm still gonna deliver this ball on time, right where it needs to be, and the mental capacity it takes to go through that knowing. Like he'll say, I'm going out there knowing I'm about to take a hit, but I still got a job to do. Yep, man. Like, yeah, I don't know if y'all have had that conversation, but if you do one day, I hope y'all do, so y'all can really go back and forth and you can really understand how his brain works.
So I've had the conversation with Shedeur when he was at Jackson State and also at Colorado because. Shedeur, in my opinion, is not just one of the most cerebral quarterbacks and smart ones. He understands his limitations. All right.
Yes.
It's like if you're a female, right, and you consider yourself to be a baddie. Okay. Well, most of those baddies don't have everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they know what they got.
Yeah.
So they accentuate what they got. For me, Shedeur does that. He accentuates what he has. He knows he's not the most athletic guy on the field.
Correct.
So he don't try to go out there and do Lamar Jackson stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
He knows that he doesn't have a Josh Allen arm, but he has a more than strong enough arm to make every throw on the field. And that to me is special. Travis, you're probably the same way. You know what you have as a runner. Like when you catch the ball, you catch that 5-yard hitch, one move, 70-yard touchdown, right? Mm-hmm. You know what you have at corner. You know you have makeup speed. So you might let him get in your hip pocket a little bit just to make the quarterback think he can throw it. And then boom, you attack it, just like Coach Palm used to do. So for Shedeur, when we've had those conversations, it's been about always knowing what you possess and what your strengths are as opposed to what you don't have. Remember that word can't that I was saying that we don't like to say?
Right.
He finds a way to get it done. And this goes back to the traditional scouting reports, right? If I was to say this, first guy in, last guy out, coach's kid, loves ball, he's an overachiever. You would assume that player is what color?
White.
It's okay to say, usually he's white. Mm-hmm. If I told you, unbelievable freak of nature athlete, just physically gifted, just better than everyone else on the field, you would say that player is what?
Black.
Yeah. And that has always been the case. And we got to get people to stop thinking that way. Because when I look at Shedeur Sanders, first guy in, last guy out.
There you go.
Coach's kid. Overachiever when it comes to what his skill set is and the numbers that he's putting up. And he's black. Okay? So he is cerebral. He's one of the most cerebral quarterbacks in college football because he's always playing ahead of the defense. So we gotta stop color matching people to these descriptive terms. All right? And just look at them for who they are as players.
Dope.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. That's RG3 for y'all. Thank you for that.
I got one question for you. I got one question for you.
Okay. Say no more.
How you doing? You okay?
Yes, I'm good.
You gonna be good?
Yes, I'm gonna be good, man. I'm gonna be back on that field, and you ain't gotta worry about that.
Thank you. The only thing I wanted to say to you was I'm a guy that's been through injuries, right? And I don't know how serious or not serious the injury is. I know you missed the rest of the game. Your teammates are going to love you, whether or not you're out there or not. Make sure you take care of yourself, man. I made a decision when I was a pro and I came back and I played early on a hurt knee, and it altered my career forever. I don't want to see that ever happen to you. I want you to fully fulfill your potential, and I want to see you out there. I want to see you win a Heisman Trophy, right?
Yes,
but I want to see you have a 20-year NFL career if you want that. I don't want to see you go out there and do something that's going to jeopardize that. So I just wanted to say that coming on. I'm not fishing for info. I'm not fishing for like, hey, breaking news, Travis Hunter's good. I care about you, the person and the player, and I want to make sure that you know that whether you're out there or not, they're going to love you. Make sure you do what's best for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I will.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's it for RG3. Make sure you go check out his podcast, Out of Pocket, with him and his wife. You got to say her name because I can't. I don't know how to say it.
Grete.
All right. Let's get into this week's headline with the Hunter headline report. First up, we got, when will the Cowboys win again in AT&T Stadium? And that's a question for you because you is a Cowboys fan.
In 2025, when we tank this year and we go draft Travis Hunter, I've been saying this week after week. When y'all gonna catch on what's going on? I sent a memo. Jerry got the memo, and I think he's saying, look, we don't need to win no games in AT&T Stadium this season. We're gonna lose them all. We're gonna go get the number one pick, and we're gonna bring Travis Hunter to Dallas, Texas, and we're gonna run it up, and then we're gonna go win a Super Bowl in 2026. That's the plan. Jerry's sticking to the script. Jerry ain't doing nothing wrong. Jerry doing what he's supposed to do. That's what I asked him to do, man.
Also, Jerry Jones did turn 82 on Sunday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Sad they couldn't get the dub for him on his birthday in their stadium. It's all good, though.
I'm not sad. We got better things to look forward to.
What direction do you see Tampa Bay heading into?
Tampa Bay look good.
They look good.
How good
is Baker Mayfield? They look good, though. They put up 50?
51.
51? Who they play again? I forgot who they play.
The New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, the Aints. Saints. Yeah, they played the Saints, bro. They played the Saints, but
in New Orleans.
Yeah, in New Orleans. I think they got, like almost scored every drive. Put some points on the board.
Yeah, Baker a dog. I've been saying it for a long time. He a dog, man. And
yeah,
I like to see the direction that they trending in. They headed the right way.
Yeah, they balling. You know, the Buccaneers balling. They got a receiver core. They got some defense. Yeah, they good. That's all they need. And they got a quarterback that they can trust. So
yeah. You know he gonna fight every Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Just know he coming to play. So be ready.
Yes, sir.
What do you can the Houston Texans take their momentum of winning last week into this game this week versus the Packers? Because Packers rolling on Arizona.
What is that game at? Do we know? On the road or home?
No. I don't know. Maybe
going into Cheesehead County gonna be tough if they got to go up there to Lambeau. That's gonna get rough. But CJ Stroud and balling.
Yeah, I think the Texans play home this week, so they might have a away game next week.
Okay, and I know CJ lost one of his top targets. He went down, but he still got tanked there now.
He found a way though.
Yeah, so they rolling. So I just want to see how they look because the Packers looking real good right now, man.
Oh, the Colts. How things looking for the Colts? I mean, Joe Flacco out there throwing dimes. Did they win? Who did they play?
And they pulled it off.
Yeah, they put it off right by 3 points.
Yeah, because Anthony Richardson went down and then Flacco.
Yeah, it was 17-20 or something like that. I think that's what the score was this week.
I'm not a believer, though.
You're not a believer?
I'm not a believer. Wow. I ain't lying to you, bro. I just think,
you don't believe in Joe Flacco?
Because this is how I go, man. Joe been great for a long time, man, but, sometimes that time passed you by, and I just think it was kind of like a situation with the Panthers a few weeks ago when they went Anthony Dalton. When you prepare for one quarterback all week, then they throw another quarterback in there, it kind of throws your game plan into a little wrench. So I think he caught him out guard. Now moving forward, if he got to be on the center next week, I think they're gonna be ready for old Joe. And yeah, I'm not buying.
Been, 2 weeks? He been in for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Joe Flacco is a vet though. So
he's a big time vet for
he's
sure.
a super vet. So
For sure.
I'm pretty sure a lot of teams put their game plan already according to what he do because he been playing for some years.
That's years of film on him.
A decade of film. So he's not really changing nobody's game plan because they already know what he do.
Maybe I'm just knocking it because it's Indianapolis. Maybe I'm just being biased.
Yeah, maybe you're just hating on Joe Flacco.
I'm a Joe Flacco hater.
Yeah, you might just be.
Come on, man. Don't label me a hater. My bad, Joe, man. Come on, man. I believe in old Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. I can't hate on Joe, man. Joe done put in too many years to be hated on, man.
Is Caleb Williams the favorite of the Offensive Rookie of the Year trophy?
No.
Yeah,
very good.
He's definitely doing good, but
he's getting better week to week.
Jayden Daniels. You still got Jayden Daniels, so
yeah. Jayden Daniels been hot since week 1, you know. Mm-hmm. But Caleb has turned that corner.
Yeah, he 35. What it was? 35-16.
Yeah, he looking like the 4 touchdown passes. I think. He looking like the number 1 overall pick right now. So shout out to him for figuring it out and staying weathering that storm because they looking good right now. But I'm still going Jayden Daniels as the front runner. I
think Caleb Williams gonna get better and better each week though because he got the receiver core to go with it. So he gonna get better and better each week. But Jayden Daniels is definitely still going crazy. But it's gonna be a strong race. So I can't say he's not a favorite. Jayden Daniels is up there still. So yeah, I just want to see them boys keep working, keep going. IShowSpeed reveals that he was temporarily paralyzed for doing a 24-hour backflip challenge. He did 650 backflips in the span of 24 hours. So I want to know, I know he was trying to get, trying to hit the most backflips in 24 hours, but bro, ain't no way I'm flipping myself into and being paralyzed, bro. Nah, I'm not doing
this man that flipped himself straight into paralysis. That's wild, bro.
How? Now when you got to explain yourself, oh yeah, I was hitting backflips and I got paralyzed. That's why I'm in a wheelchair.
So what's the record?
He is. I think
what the record?
1,000 or something.
He had a long way
600
to go.
more. He had 500 more to go. Yeah, he was over with, boy. That's another episode of the Travis Hunter Show. Thanks to RG3 and my co-host Boog for joining me this week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out every Wednesday on YouTube. See you next time on the Travis Hunter Show, powered by Overtime.